Welcome back. So, after a bit of discussion and contemplating, I've decided to switch over to this factory block, the sturdy ones. I mean, it does look way better, especially with the texture. So it's just not all flat. It is a little dark, but it's all green. No no mobs will spawn, and I will use more of these dynamic edge lights on some of the machines, and maybe I'll do some more pillars just to light up the place a little bit more. But for right now, it works. So I'm ready to start wherever I put this forge hammer. Is it called? Yeah. I'm gonna figure out what I can do here. Slab wise. Oh wait, we have these. Wait a second. We have framed framed. We have framed blocks. I think what I'm going to do then is something along the lines of maybe something like this. No. I want something kind of like the thingy used on stairs. Like when you have a turned stair, you know? You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know where it is. Let me look for it. Well, it's not what I was looking for, but it does look nice. So I end up using this. What I wanted originally was, let's see if I can find an example. Where like, you know when you got like this right here. This corner, you know. I wanted this, but like right here. But, you know, this actually works not too bad. Kind of like it. And, you know, I spawn when I go slash, what am I? I spawn like perfectly right here. Right underneath it. So that doesn't look too bad. I don't want to use too much framed stuff though. I do know it starts to lag when you have too much of it. And I feel like if I did get into it, I would lag too much. I would use way too much of it if I gave myself the liberty to decorate that much. So let's start out. I mean, that's all we got to do. So simple things, simple things. Bronze. How do we get bronze? Why is that bronze? There we are. Okay. I don't want to use. I'd like to use as the least amount of other mods as possible. Here we are. Copper and tin dust. I should probably set up simple recipes in AE2 to get these things. So copper dust. Nope, wrong one. And tin dust. Here we are. And can I? This case, I will accept using this here. No. So I'll do tin dust needs to be coming from. Why is there two? I don't know. One of that and one of this. And find the crushing factory. Oh crap. I need to go small. Minus, there we are. So I can reach this here. It's for the crushing. So let me throw this in here. And bam. So now I can grab some dust here. And so let's say I want 10 of that. I don't need too much right now. Just want to get the thing. And we're going to do that. And bam, there's our bronze. Then we have to throw this in the smelting factory. And we got some bronze ingots. Oh, I need more for the quest. Copper dust. Can I do 100? Can indeed. Bronze. Okay. So MI is going to be really complex for most of everyone. I'm going to try to do my best to explain it as we go through it. But if I held everyone's hands through this, it will take too long. So I won't be holding your hand, but I will be showing complex parts, general, what's the word? Things that people might need help with. And obviously I am very much open to questions in the comments in my Discord server. And I'll do my best to answer them. But for the time being, we'll do the basics right now. So let's get some. Let's see, we need 6 of those, I think. And we do this for a wrench. Bam. Get some extra stuff from there. Oh, we get an iron thing from there. I didn't even realize. What do you know? So let's see. Our first thing we want to do is a coke oven and a bronze boiler and a bronze water pump. We can get water from other places. I understand that. But I may do this just to kind of start off, so everything's just all together. So this is going to take a bit of work. So I'm going to go over it and then I'm going to do it real quick. Coke oven pretty much turns coal into coal coke. And you can also get a little bit of grease oil out of it. We're going to need coal coke because that turns into steel. Yes, I can make steel through a mechanism, but I want the setup in MI. So we're going to do that. It won't take long. A lot of information here. So I'll show you how multi-blocks work. And you also need these hatches. This is how you get items in and out, and fluids in and out, and energy in and out of your multi-blocks. And then what we also need is the bronze boiler. This will take a fuel and water and turn it into steam. Bronze and steel machines in this mod run on steam, and then everything beyond that runs on electricity. So to start out, we need to produce steam. But we will most likely produce more and more steam going on because steam is used to turn turbines to make electricity. And that's going to be our main source of power for almost the entire time until we reach other liquid fuels. Or fluid fuels, I should say. So the boiler does not make that much, this first bronze boiler does not make that much, but it's perfect for the beginning. So we need that, and then we also need a bronze water pump, which does exactly what it says on the tin. It pumps water. And so as long as there's water adjacent, it gets pumped water, so long as we feed it steam. So we'll have to kickstart it with a little bit of water through a bucket. So let me get this done real quick and place it all down, and then I'll come back and show you how it all works. Okay, so we have the coke oven. Coke oven is very cheap to make. It's literally just bricks surrounding a furnace. And I'll show here what materials you need for the whole multi-block, right? So the way you find out how to build this multi-block is you either hold the wrench, or you throw it in your offhand. So it literally show you the blocks you need and where you place them, right? And then as you place them, the little hologram blocks will disappear. And I didn't have enough brick. Great tutorial. Here we are. Will this be enough? Perfect. Right. So it says our shape is valid and the status is active, but we can't do anything. We've got no hatches. We have no way to input and output steam, or input steam. We have no way to output the creosote oil. We have no way to output the coal coke. We have no way to input the original coal or coal dust. So now that I've shown you that, let me get the hatches and show you how they work. Okay, awesome. So now I've got all these hatches right here. So I went for everything. We've got a bronze input hatch for steam to power it. Fluid output hatch for the creosote oil. We have an item input hatch for the coal, and then item output hatch for the coal coke. So when you hover over, or when you hold it, you get these green holograms now. Now this shows where each hatch can go, what part of the multi-block it can go. So what we're going to do is, so for a fluid input hatch, let's place it back here. It can be anywhere, but we're going to place ours back there. So now that's where the steam has to go. We'll do a bronze fluid output here, and then we'll do input and output item here. So now we have everything. But if I take coal and throw it in here, it doesn't do anything because we have nothing to power it with. So we still need that bronze boiler here, which, let's see, maybe I can make it quickly without needing another cut. Let's try this out. Piece of glass. And, oh no, I need these fire clay bricks. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to do another cut. Grab some more resources. Or at least process some of these. So give me a second. Okay, awesome. I should have everything now. So we've got bronze water pump, bronze boiler, some water buckets, and some extra fluid pipes here. So let's do something simple, right? Let's do a boiler here, which what we're going to do is we can take out. No, let's not do that. Oh, I made this a little too close. Let's do... Oh, you know what? Oh, I went in here. Boiler. Let's disable that. We can't put it here. Light bar. Put that back there. And what we'll do instead is we'll throw the bronze water pump down here. Get more of these factory blocks out so we can pretty this up a little bit. And then we'll do a three-way here. Yeah, we don't need all four. It'll be fine. And what we'll do is we'll place down the water. Right? And this. So now we have to set this up. Right? We need to set the in and out, we don't need to worry about these right now. Actually, we do, because we want to make sure that this has a higher transfer priority. What this means is that steam, as it comes through this pipe and comes out of the boiler, we want it to make sure it always goes into the bronze water pump first. Because if it splits off evenly every single time, there may be a point where the bronze water pump runs out of steam and can't supply the boiler with water, and it stops, right? So we need that there. Now what we can do is, let's get, we have red dye. We do have some red dye. So let's do this instead, actually. Bam. So let's do red instead. Right. Now you're about to see some crazy shit if you're not used to this. With these pipes, you could do up to 3 in a single block. They work completely independently of each other. So we can make water come out of that and be pumped in here. And then the steam, I made the steam red because for hot, we can do that. So now let's prime it with some water and some coal. And we're making steam. And so look, the steam is going to... Okay, steam isn't doing anything yet. Give it a second. And it needs to get up the temperature. There we are. It is making very, very little. But it's slowly going to pick up. There we go. Once this fills up, it will start pumping into here. But right now, that's good. Because we don't want this to slow down. If this slows down, the temperature decreases. And it takes a long time to bring it back up and start producing fast again. So this is going full speed. I think this is producing almost full speed. Almost. It doesn't produce too fast. But it's getting there. And it's producing water. And this water's come back up and fill this. Let's see. Or will it fill up again? There we are. So once this is filled up, then this will start getting some steam. And as soon as it starts getting steam, we'll see it start doing its thing. And that's step 1. Out of step, I don't know how many numbers. I don't know how many steps there are. There's a lot. Let me bring you back when this starts, when the coke oven starts working. Oh, it just filled up. I was a little slow on it, but it's working. You can kind of hear it going. Let's see. Yeah, there you are. So now this is going. Right now, it's going at 2 EU a tick. So 1 millibucket of steam is equal to 1 EU. So it makes it easy for conversion. Right now, we're producing however many EU a tick, or millibuckets. This is doing 8 millibuckets a tick. So we're doing 8 millibuckets a tick, so this is making 8 EU a tick. But this can only use 2 EU a tick because the bronze fluid input hatch can only supply 2 millibuckets every tick. And for those who don't know, a single tick is a 20th of a second. So when I say it's doing 2 EU every tick, this is using, what is that, 40 EU every second? No. Yes, 40 EU every second. And see, it produced some coke and some creosote. It has a 50% chance to produce creosote. Now, look, we can use coal dust, which we might do, because we need to use the coke dust for uncooked steel dust here. Right? So, we're going to need to grind it up anyway. But for right now, let's take this. Let's go grind it up just so we have We have it. Look, let's check that. And let's crush down one of these. Will it let me crush down it? Oh crap, how do I crush it down? Do I need to use... Oh. Need to use a macerator. I don't exactly want to. Not right now. So let's grab some coal dust. I'm cheating a little bit here. Just a little bit. To make this go by a little quicker. It is a very long mod. It will be very tedious. There we are. So you can't blame me too much, you know? Either way, we've got these two here. Extra bronze tank water from that quest reward. And we're almost there. So while that's going, we can start this steam blast furnace. Steam blast furnace. Uses an actual blast furnace. Let's see. Can I make blast furnace? Can I make one of those here? Can indeed. And some of these fire clay bricks. Ba-ba-da-ba. Almost steel. Oh, where is it? I got plenty of steel. Either way, coke dust. Bam. Finish that. Now, I will need to go through... Oh, did I not claim fire clay bricks here? I didn't. Oh well, I'll do that later. So I'll show you the same thing with this. I'm going to skip ahead a teeny bit because I do want to progress. But if I hold this, this is the steam blast furnace, a little bit taller. Same, nothing in the middle, just like that one. And we'll have to use the hatches. This one we just need a fluid input hatch for our steam. And a item input hatch and a item output hatch for the beginning for right now. Because right now all we needed to do is produce the steel. But eventually and very soon, what we'll also need to do is process synthetic oil. I believe that's it. Yep. And raw synthetic oil comes from mixing water and coke. We get some raw synthetic oil, and then we use the steam blast furnace to turn to synthetic oil, and that allows us to create, or is it rubber, by mixing with paper. And this will let us get into the electronics. So we're gonna, right here, we're gonna fly right past it, hit electronics. And then, as soon as we hit electronics, we're going to aim for this, the assembler. This is the important thing. It allows us to pretty much automate everything, and we're going to need a lot of them. So we'll hit there, but on our way by, we'll set up a steam quarry, and this will let us pretty much, let's see if it'll show me here. Steam quarry. Yeah. Well, not the steam, not the electric one. Steam. Will let us use bronze drills with a consumption rate of 4% to generate iron ore, coal ore, lignite coal ore, copper, tin, silver, gold, redstone, and osmium right out of thin air, on using only 4 EU a tick of energy or steam. Awesome. It takes 30 seconds, but we'll eventually have to automate these as well, which isn't too bad, right? So we can get more of this, and then we'll eventually get to the electric quarry, which allows us to use that digital miner to get the stuff for fuel that we'll need. Also a gold drill, so we can automate ancient debris and some glowstone. And then also the steel drill, so we can get diamonds, lapis, lead, all the good stuff. And then obviously stainless steel and titanium for the more end game things. Right now, we focus on this. Producing a lot of this right here. I believe I can make some iron dust already. I can. And I can make some of this. Uncooked steel dust. But let's make this first. So I'll be back when this is set up and I've got it piped up and it's making some steel. Okay, and we're back. So I got the thing powered up. All it needs is to be given the... I did that wrong order. Let's swap these real quick. There we are. I love the sounds. So, that's doing that thing. It's 2 EU a tick, and it's processing steel. This would be the normal way to do it. If you didn't have mechanism, this very slow process would be how you made steel, and you need it for a lot of things. This is still going, and then I also made a compressor, which will actually allow me to make these diamond plates, and I can use that for this diamond hammer, which has a lot more durability than the iron ones, which I've already used up. Normally, the ideal strategy is not to use the hammer as soon as you get into the machines. Use the machines instead. I promise they're not as slow as this, but since I have so many resources, it doesn't really matter too much. It's just better practice to just go ahead and use the machines. I mean, they're there. They'll do everything that you need them to, the compressor to compress stuff, macerator, we all know what that does. It's a composter. It's actually something from an add-on, a mixer for, mixing things, cutting, so you get your rods and your bolts if you need, and it's a bending machine, also from an add-on to get the bended plates, and then furnace, right, all that. But we're all gonna head here, and this didn't, none of that actually got, so we're gonna do this. I need to break this. I need it to count, please. Oh, sadness. I want this to count. It's not counting it. Unsure why. Do I have to make the bronze furnace? Bronze furnace. Let me go ahead and make this bronze furnace and see if that is what's holding me back. It definitely was. Shouldn't, but it was. So let's... No, not there. So let's set this all up again. And bam. Get that going again. So now we're here already. Very quick. So there's a few things here, but this mainly opens up, first of all, steel machines, which are the same as these, but they work twice as fast. We also have access to a quarry now. This uses a lot of steel. A lot. I think somewhere in the 100 or something, if you are efficient with it. So, steam quarry. Yeah. A lot of steel, as you can see. And we need the item pipes as well. So let's get that going there. And we also need Invar, which is produced by mixing nickel and iron in the mixer. So we'll have to craft a mixer here. So here's how you make a mixer. Just a quick show. And It's used to mix different dust to make alloys. Not only that, you can dye stuff with it. You can dye everything with it. You can also use it to quote-unquote replicate or duplicate dyes using either synthetic oil or benzene here. You can also use it for other specific crafts. There's a lot. Most of them are just dyeing. This allows you to automatically wax things with the honey. Here's the making raw synthetic oil. Fire clay. Makes gunpowder with sulfur and coke. Make lubricant, which is exactly what we're going to be using our creosote for. The paper. I'm actually going to aim for synthetic rubber because you get more rubber out of it. Mulch. And a bunch of other things like making stones, more lubricant, sugar solution, and cleaning off color. As well as coarse dirt. You get the idea. That's what that's for. Item pipe uses about the same recipe, but bronze curved pipe, but instead it uses steel gear. You know how to make steel gear, same way we did with the copper and bronze. And everything else just about the same. Large steel plate, just like that. And I'll also have to make a macerator to get the diamond. Oh, well, I've got a lot of these. To get the diamond dust. So, it's gonna be a bit. I'm not gonna show everything. I want to progress. So, I'm going to probably come back to you when I have put together the quarry and at least gotten a few of these bronze drills, and then probably maybe rubber. We'll see. That we will see. I'll see if there's anything else I need to let y'all know about before I get to that point. So let me do that real quick. Okay, we're almost there. Just need to craft a few last things. We need to do steel gears here. So let's do this. And a bunch of this here. And this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think that's that much. And then I think it does that. 19, okay. There we are, there we are. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted wrong. Oh, one more. Because now I need to use 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. For that. Right. And then that. 16. There we are. Damn. Now we can go ahead and place this down. So go ahead. Oh, look at, we'll open this up. Break these 3 down here. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. And we're gonna set this one up here. It's a little bit of a bigger one. Go. And then those 4 chains I made. Bam. We're set up. Now all I need is the hatches and the drills. So we'll do steel hatches, which I already made one. I already made some of those to upgrade this up there and to upgrade this one down here. The steel machines, as you can see, they produce stuff a little bit quicker. And you can also get these steel upgrades, which you just shift right click on them, and they'll pretty much upgrade just in world. Didn't need for this. This I just took some of the grace out, threw it in here to the cutting machine. Cutting machine uses very little, and that's just for some of the things I had to use for the Invar, because Invar you cannot use inside the forge hammer. So now let me get this set up, craft a few of the bronze drills just to show it working, and then I'm gonna hop right into steel wire mill and rubber. I want to get to here, at least here, before I end this episode. So, as much as this episode doesn't look like I've done much, you play it yourself, see how long it takes you. It takes a bit of time, guarantee you that. So, let me make these real quick. Okay, so, need some of the bronze drills. Those can, thrown in here. That'll start going right there. Okay, you don't necessarily want a bronze item output hatch for these, purely because if I look at the recipe, you have a 40% chance of this, a 40% chance of this, 24% chance of this, 20% chance of this, 30% chance of this, etc., right? Those aren't each. They aren't like for the entire recipe. These are individual percentage production chances. Meaning that technically there is a chance, given that I get lucky enough, all 9 of these ores, I get all 9 of these ores in a single process. The likelihood, very low, but still possible because of how these percentages work. So if you only have a single output hatch, right? Like, I should probably get a chest here. Set this up to auto export. I can only get 1 ore at a time. I can never get more than 1. So normally you'd want more than this. This right now, just for a proof of concept, since I've got plenty of all of the ores anyway to progress. Right now, it's okay. When I start automating and I can get electric quarry and I can automate these, then I'm gonna want more, because then my main resource generation will be quarries from MI. But right now, this is too slow. This won't do. Right? But see, it does produce ore. Then over here, I'm using that coke dust to get some raw synthetic oil, and I'm actually using just a steel tank to move it over. Makes life a little easier. Oh, right? And then it goes into here, where I'm going to put some sulfur dust that I grabbed from the mechanism or processing. Hook this up right here. And it's going to produce synthetic rubber, which can make a barrel. I would like a barrel. I'd rather put a barrel down right there. Right, synthetic rubber. And then we'll throw some paper, which I just made a bunch of, into there. And we get rubber sheets. We have rubber. Oh, I may have skipped a step here. I did. Steel wire mill. Let's make that really quick. Let's throw some of this in here and make a bunch of this. And a bunch of this. Let's see. What do I need for this? 1, 2, 3. Was it 4 of those? I think so. Some bronze rotors. I do not have the things for those rotors. Let's grab some of these then. Some of these. And 2. And get 2 of those. And there's a steel wire mill. And Clamp this down. Can I get back there? Awesome. Steel wire mill will be used for log circuit. We're gonna need copper wire, right? So we can take copper plates and chuck them in here, and we'll get copper wire. Look at that. And we're getting a lot of rubber sheet. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nowhere near enough though. And it's producing this. So look at that. Our next step is already the electric age. That's pretty much just blazing through the steam age here. Right. I'm gonna cut the episode right now. I want to kind of split these up. So this is the steam age, and the next episode is going to be probably like low voltage age. Maybe I'll split low voltage into two, because first it's a matter of getting these parts here, and then low voltage steam turbine. We can also get a large steam boiler at this point, and then we get to this part and the electric blast furnace. Then we hit mid-game, which is medium voltage. So low voltage will consist of crafting this, getting power going, a larger steam boiler. It will also consist of starting to make all of the electric machines and automating with assemblers. So electric and crafting machines will probably be one episode. Setting up automation, another episode. Reaching mid-game, another episode. So I'll have to break into like three different episodes. So get ready for a ride, you know? I don't know how else to explain it. It's gonna be oh, there we are. It's gonna be a bit of work, but we'll get it done. We'll get it working. Let's get some more paper here. Jeez, I'm still awkward when recording. This sucks. Oh well. Well, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you later. Oh, that is the wrong button.